Now let's hear why Bernie Sanders supports communism and is so against the bad billionaires.
The point is, living in the richest country in the history of the world, this is not some utopian fantasy.
It's not.
This can be done. You talk about AI. So the question, I don't know what your committee meeting was about. AI has the potential to increase productivity exponentially. Who's going to benefit from that? Is it going to continue to go to the 1% and the CEOs who are already incredibly wealthy? So, folks, what we are talking about is not fantasy. It is concrete reality. You live in a very, very wealthy society, which today has more income and wealth inequality than ever existed in the history of America. All right, that's the reality. 3 people on top, only more wealth than the bottom half of American society. You happy with that? Is that good? 60% of people living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to put food on the table. Can we do better? Of course we can do better.
So instead of 60% of people living paycheck to paycheck, let's make everybody live paycheck to paycheck, because that is equality. What a great system, Bernie. Now, the income inequality discussion is always so misleading, because the more wealthy a society gets, the larger the income inequality is going to get. The poorest nations on earth are typically the most equal in terms of income. Just think about it like this. If somebody has $10,000 and another person has $1 million, and then their net worths double, well, now one person has 2 million and one person has 20,000. So the income inequality widened, but everybody got richer. You see how that works? I mean, I can totally understand how if you're in the late 19th century, you think that communism is a great idea because it's never been tried. But we're in 2025 and it's been tried several times, and it always leads to death, starvation, tyranny, hopelessness. It is a system that is predicated on force rather than freedom. So it always inevitably gets violent when people disagree with what you're trying to force them to do. They don't get a vote. They don't get a voice. They just simply have to go along with what you say. And if they don't, gulag.